I know one of our Dropship Unlocked Masterclass members, Jared, who we had on the podcast a while back, has been using this strategy and has just surpassed £4 million in sales.
As well as being that specialist and having a high quality supplier, so you've got a great product range, marketing is going to be crucial as well to making sure that customers choose us. So how important do you think it is then, Lewis, for our marketing efforts to ensure that we are seen by customers before they go directly to brands themselves or before they go directly to another competitor?
It's the thing that will set you apart. Yeah, it's the way you get your customers to first find you, isn't it? It's that effective marketing is going to be your store's online visibility, ensuring that customers see your offerings first. Kind of like if you're driving down the road into a city, like into London, for example, and you've got a huge billboard there that people are seeing every single day. Like if that's your brand that they're seeing, you'd much rather have it on that billboard versus having like maybe a little small sign on a back street that no one sees. Like that's marketing in action. We want to make sure that we are being seen as the brand. And so with the way that we run ads, using our strategy that we go through inside week 5 of the masterclass, which is called search intent marketing, the brand's popularity itself works in our favor. So this is another reason why you want premium suppliers. Now, because of this technique, if you apply search intent marketing and you have premium suppliers built on a store based on the home turf advantage model, it causes our members to see a significant increase in traffic and sales when they start applying this in week 5. I know one of our Dropship Unlocked Masterclass members, Jared, who we had on the podcast a while back, has been using this strategy and has just surpassed £4 million in sales using our home turf advantage model the last time we caught up with him. So it's a big factor. It's like setting up your shop or your market stand in the busiest part of town where you've got the most throughput, the most people, pedestrians walking past. And the idea is that you capture customer attention early so that people associate your brand with where they want to buy. They trust you. When they're ready to make a purchase, you're the one that springs to mind. And so one big strategy that we can use actually to our advantage is in week 5, we walk you through our retargeting strategies. So we keep your store top of mind in customers' minds by using retargeting. So for those who visited your site, when you search for a product and that maybe you're out for dinner with a friend or something and they tell you about something and you search it, and then the next day you see it on Instagram, and then you see it on TikTok, and then you see it on Facebook, and you're like, it's everywhere, this thing. And that's retargeting in action. That means that a cookie has been added onto your device and they've kind of cross-matched and they know what your computer is, they know what your phone is. It's very clever stuff. And you think, wow, this is really powerful psychologically. But if we can harness that as brands ourselves, and it's what the huge corporations do, it's accessible to us as small businesses, we can achieve some fantastic results with that. And it gives the impression that our brand is like omnipresent in their world. We're everywhere. It's like they're seeing us on the news, they're seeing us on the Guardian website, they're seeing us, on all over the place. And so my view is that we should always be investing in advertising to increase our store's online presence, but not falling into the trap of just running ads for the sake of it in any, just pouring money into ads. I cringe when I hear people say, oh, I'm just going to boost a post, and you click the boost button on Meta on Facebook and it just gives you a very untargeted approach to just running the ad. We want to do it in a very specific way that we call search intent marketing. And so when we're setting up those retargeting ads, we can also set up things like email marketing campaigns as well to re-engage visitors. Maybe they opted into our website via email, but they didn't purchase. Okay, well then let's send them a series of follow-up emails to try and market to them and convert them into buyers and really, squeeze as much juice out of the orange as we can. That's the idea of all of these strategies. It's lead value optimization. So turning people from just a lead, a customer who's a non-customer who's opted in with their email address into a paying, transacting customer.
Yeah, email plays a crucial role. It's all part of the marketing campaigns that we run. And it boils down the answer to this question about why would somebody choose us to quite simply, well, it's because the customers find us first when they're looking. And when they're ready to buy, oftentimes it's the first website or business that they see that sells the right product, and they have that authority and they have some reviews and they have the right price. Oftentimes, if you're the first person in front of them, then that's who they'll choose to ultimately place their order with. And so that is what marketing does. It makes sure that we are in that shop front. We're right in front of the right people when they are ready to buy as well. We've done lots of interviews with experts in the industry of marketing, whether that's in paid ads. We spoke to Joe Hides, I believe that was episode 53. We spoke to Will Lawrenson, who's an expert in conversion rate optimization. He talks about how we can convert customers once they're on the store. And we've had email marketing experts on who have talked to us on quite a few different episodes about how we can convert the most possible amount of people to those that opt into our email list. And it's all ways of making customers choose us over competition. But a big question that I think we need to go into as well is that there are obviously some big brands out there. There's some big names in every niche. And that's another question that I hear a lot is, why don't customers just go directly to these big players that perhaps a lot of us have already heard of? Why do you think that customers don't just go directly to these brands?
Yeah, great question. So the first thing is, the best brands that we work with, the best premium suppliers, don't even sell directly to the public. So when you're asking that question, I know that a potential dropshipper might be thinking about, okay, if this is going to work, like I'm going to sell Sony TVs, why would I not just go directly to Sony? Well, remember, we are not going to be working with these global brands that do sell directly to the public. Now, the best brands that we work with focus on doing that. They focus on creating the best product, and then they have a supply chain of retailers. So when we enter the market, we just become another retailer in their existing retail chain. So that's why. It's because they don't sell directly to the public. That's why you can't go directly to them. However, there will be some brands in the market that you end up working with that probably do sell directly. They might have a basic e-commerce shop front. They're probably not set up to be this huge online retailer, because if they're any good, they'll focus on like the actual supply of the products, not necessarily all the marketing and the customer support. Like, you tend to find that good suppliers aren't really that fussed about that kind of stuff. They know their products are good, so they have them sent out through retailers like us. But even if they do sell and directly, they will respect, if they're a good supplier, if they're a premium supplier, they'll respect a recommended retail price. So an RRP, you'll hear that referred to. And so we can usually offer comparative or even competitive pricing to them. So there's no difference whether they buy from the brand in that case or us. However, what we can do is add more value than if they bought from the brand directly. So we could bundle that together with something else, and we could offer better customer experience and more of a tailored concierge service. We can obviously mix and match. Like, the brand directly will only sell their product, their branded products, but we can sell their product and then match it with an accessory product from a different brand, because we're a retailer. Remember, we don't have just one brand, we have lots of brands. So that's our advantage, or those are our advantages. The other thing is, because of the way we run ads on the Google Shopping Network, using our search intent marketing strategy, we'll be running ads that have been optimized to often rank above the brand themselves in the search results. So someone searches for, a brand of pool tables, the brand might come up as the second result, but if we're running our ads effectively, we may come up above them. And so customers will often just click on the first result that they see and go with that. So it's visibility. It's actually getting that like billboard on the busy road that people will get in their mind, and then they'll be retargeted by our retail ads over the next few days and weeks as they're considering making that purchase, so that when they come to do it, we're not just some random retailer, we're the one they keep seeing testimonials from all over social media. So that's why it's clever psychologically. The other thing is that price isn't the only consideration. I would argue that, do we really want the customers where price is their only consideration or their only weighting category when they're thinking about making an order? Usually, if they're kind of these discount hunting customers and they're just after squeezing every single penny they can out of us on price, they're probably going to be quite problematic to deal with. They're probably going to have like more needy questions later on in the process. They might not be as satisfied because they were searching for the best possible deal. And so, do we really want to compete on price to then just make little to no profit margin to win those customers? My view on that is no, we don't. I'd rather make less sales, but the sales I do make be extremely profitable. So we don't just compete on price, we compete on things like convenience. Many customers will prefer the convenience of having multiple products in one place. Like we said, going to the supermarket to buy all of their groceries instead of going out to like individual stores to buy the things that they need, but also making sure that we offer that tailored approach. We can offer them the customer support to help them put what they need into a draft order and purchase it all in one go. What we can also do is introduce customers to new and unique products that they might not find directly through brands themselves. Remember, we carry multiple brands of products, not physically, we're not actually stocking anything, but on our digital shelves, on our digital storefront, we can have lots of different brands. So we can point customers in different directions and help them make different packages of different items. I always like to ensure that our stores are really easy to navigate. They offer a wide range of products and that we serve customers with value. We help them with questions. We lead with as much amazing customer support as we can. Because if you can blow customers away with the level of service and customer support, they'll often remember that and then they'll buy from you over a cheaper alternative and they'll tell their friends about you. They'll come back, especially if you can incentivize that with things like referral programs. That's how you build a fantastic brand. So yeah, really not something to worry about. Why would customers buy directly from brands? In most cases, because they can't. In other cases, because we offer a way better experience.